actually doesn't even go for the Spirit Stone, opting to go for 2 swords to increase his damage output.
Whoa, we do have D-Dan actually coming from the gang. He misses his Vault Breaker though. I believe Starfall should be able to get away from that one. He does have the shield now, able to kind of give him the speed boost as well as some additional damage sponge there to soak up some of the damage.
So the ganks by D-Dan so far haven't been that effective as compared to that of SOFM's, and we see that 2-0 in the favor of Fuluis. And what I was saying is the SOFM, he has not elected to go for the Spirit Stone, going for 2 swords instead to increase his total damage output. As once again it comes in, Chowi just standing still and dodging it like a boss there by Chowi.
Wow, great sidestep there from Chowi. I mean, he isn't level 6 yet, so he really needs to farm extremely safely in order for him to actually get that disengage potential. His flash is down, he does have the body slam however, but nevertheless that was a great sidestep from Chowi, and he really wants to show his dominance in mid lane. He really wants to make up for that first blood that he actually gave away to NFL. NFL now has a slight gold lead, about 600 gold. Now Cryonics will be going back, finally getting to shop, because he sees that he's at a disadvantage. Shin has already went back to shop, has already picked up the Bilgewater Cutlass, and you know, being an item ahead in lane is not going to be very good. So Cryonics wisely goes back, picks up the PF Sword, allows his piercing light combo to actually deal that much more damage. SOFM actually connects
everywhere.
SOFM is just ward jumping left, right, and center. I mean, if I were SGS right now, I'd be, you know, trying to keep tabs on that Lee Sin.
D-Dan, at this point, D-Dan needs to get more wards. D-Dan and Chowi, they need to communicate, start warding up the entrances to the opponent's jungle, and try to figure out where SOFM is. They must not let the Lee Sin get any further ahead at this point of time. So what I wanted to point out was that at bottom lane, Vayne, I actually felt that the kill going on to Shin was a very important point in this game. But usually you see people bully out Vayne and push her under the turret, and Vayne has got problems last sitting under the turret, but with the Bilgewater Curious picked up and the amount of damage it gives, it actually lets her pick up the last hits easily on the range caster minions when the tower is attacking them.
Oh, that was actually a misplay there by Chowi, using an explosive cast and knocking Starfall back. We did see D-Dan stay in the back lines and charging up that Vault Breaker. If we did see Starfall actually get knocked in front, it would definitely have been the death of him, because the Vault Breaker and the Assault and Battery combo is up from D-Dan, and Chowi does deal quite a bit of burst damage on top of that Ignite.
So you can feel a little bit of the impatience coming from the Singapore Sentinels. They know that they should be taking up the early game, but they see 2 kills in the favor of Fuluis. That should be starting to put the pressure on the Singapore Sentinels a bit.
Yeah, the laning phase is still not over though. We do see D-Dan now actually creeping his way into the lane brush, just gets spotted out by a ward. He does have an Assault Battery. Chowi actually gets tethered then locked down. He stands within the circle and takes a little bit more damage while he's chugging down his little barrel there of alcohol. SOFM going in for the flash, and Sonic Wave misses. Quick reflexes by Chowi. That was a very risky maneuver that SOFM decides that a flash is worth that attempt on the kill.
Wow, Shin actually dropping really low, but at this point Singapore Sentinels, this is what I was talking about. They need vision out, and SOFM, he needs to at this point in time put more mental pressure on to the Singapore Sentinels team. If he keeps showing up himself in these situations and he keeps appearing in lanes like that without achieving kills, he's letting Singapore Sentinels know where he is.
Oh, the bot lane trading, and Violet does get stunned up, but we don't see Cryonics go in for the follow-up though. SOFM now actually visiting the bot lane once more. He will get spotted out by the ward, but the mobility from Lee Sin might be something that SGS may not be able to outmaneuver. They do back off in time. SOFM will decide to go back into the jungle. The ward has now expired. They should know this. SOFM coming in from the side. The tidal wave actually gets the knockup onto Hallelujah. A great flash actually dodging out that Aqua Prism, but nevertheless SOFM does get a Dragon's Rage kick, and Cryonics manages to stay alive onto this one. NFL has gotten SGS's number, and they are constantly calling it in the bot lane and in the mid lane all night long.
Well, SOFM.
Oh, the great flash coming in from Starfall as well, just to dodge out the explosive cast from Chowi. The quick, crazy reflexes here from both these mid laners. This is so scary.
Wow, so already we see SOFM, he's just completely walking all over Singapore centers, calling their number repeatedly. He's like a bot on autocall. Oh, as you see, then coming into the bottom lane here.
Yeah, that's right. Cryonics gets that burst combination. Will Shin go down as well? The barrel from Chowie on the sidelines allows him to pick up the kill. SGS responds with 2 kills in the bot lane and actually brings that gold deficit all the way back, shrunken it down to about 400 gold. If they pick up this dragon, however, they should be able to take the gold lead and get about 1,000, about 800 to 1,000 gold in their favor. SOFM on the sidelines, however, Hallelujah does have his stun charged up. If SOFM decides to go in, he will definitely get stunned out. A great smite coming out from D-Dan will allow them to pick up a safe dragon. Chowie actually taken down extremely low. Now SOFM will be punished for that one. He thought he could execute Chowie with the Sonic Wave Resonating Strike, but he pays for it with his life.
So this is the full Lewis in the reckless aggression area over the map. And SOFM, I feel that he is the embodiment of this reckless aggression. He's been going mid, he's been going bottom, as D-Dan drop extremely low.
Yeah, D-Dan gets taken out extremely low. The Ignite is still taking on him. It does seem that he should be able to survive from that one. He's under 100 health and he manages to walk away. So Starfall are not able to capitalize on the missed position by D-Dan in the mid lane.
So what I was saying is that SOFM has been the embodiment of full Lewis's playstyle so far. He has been everywhere, ganking middle, ganking bottom, but yeah, at the same time, it's a little bit reckless of sorts. At a point of time, Singapore Sentinels, they had vision control over the Baron Pit. All full Lewis had at a point is that just one ward thrown over and one ward at the back for SOFM to jump back out if he needed the disengage. But yet, when he landed the Sonic Wave, he still chose to go in back for a re-engage onto the Gargus.
Yeah, that was quite scary. Now Shin actually taking a bunch of damage from Cryonics. That piercing light combination will do quite a bit of damage onto him, and now Hallelujah and Cryonics does have that advantage here in the bottom lane. We do see Cryonics actually go in. Well, the culling comes out to Shin. They're completely airballs, and now Violet gets taken down, forced to flash away as well. Gets the heal onto it. Chowie actually making the roam now. He does have the explosive cast up. Will he be able to use it? Yes, he does. Gets the snipe onto Nami though, but Shin there barely surviving that last auto attack from Hallelujah. Will be able to pick him up. Cryonics now will go down. Starfall takes a little bit too much damage. Hallelujah now trying to juke away from Starfall. Starfall gets a double kill down in the bottom lane. Now Chowie will be forced to defend this lane in response. Now NFL that actually got a 2-for-2 trade in the bot lane. SGS has to really keep their tabs on where the rotations from Starfall as well as SOFM.
So far the warding on the side of NFL has been really very strong. Other than a little slip up by Dragon, we see him all the time. There are lots of pink wards on the map. I think I'm counting a total of 5 green wards as well. And SGS, I feel that they're a little bit more lacking in this department, which is why they're allowing SOFM to simply walk all over them.
Yep, surprisingly, despite the vision advantage that NFL has in the bottom half of the map, that did allow SGS to actually counter jungle for the blue. But D-Dan here sees himself in quite a bad position. The assault battery comes out onto Starfall. Chowie joins the side. The Sonic Wave Resonating Strike will miss. Now we do have Ben W joining for gets in the flash as well as the Ruthless Predator. The Ignite will be enough to take down Starfall. And now we have Ben W as well as Mew kind of dueling it out in the jungle. Now Chowie does sidestep the Sonic Wave. SOFM meets him once again. He does take up a swing from his barrel. SOFM taken down very low. D-Dan actually coming, forces the flash from SOFM. Will he be able to get away from this one? Chowie goes in, gets the body slam away. Flash coming out from Mew. This chase is non-stop. Ignite goes down to execute, trying to come up. SOFM taken down very low, gets the Dragon's Kick and executes Chowie right there. Chowie being a little bit too aggressive here in the jungle. They did manage to trade 1-for-1 though.
But let's not forget, during the exchange there top lane, they actually sent the bottom lane of Nami and Vid up the top lane to try and help the contest and blue buff down there, allowing Hallelujah and Cryonics to do lots of damage to the bottom lane tower and in fact take it down.
Yeah, that's right. SGS does keep their gold lead up to about 2.5 thousand gold. They have 2 turrets in their favor. They have taken down 1 dragon already. And Cryonics actually getting that item lead ahead of Shin is gonna propel him quite a bit in the mid game. Shin has yet to pick up his Blade of Ruin King, and that's once he actually manages to get the item, that's gonna hit significant bounce by Shin.
Wow!
Look at that!
Oh my
the
god!
Ardent Blaze managed to get down. Now Culling comes out onto Violet. Will Violet be able to survive after this one? Hallelujah really wants to kill. Gets the auto attack as well as the stun down. Wow! Violet! Violet, you managed to survive from all the heals. Hallelujah now being a little bit too over aggressive. I believe both Chowie and Hallelujah needs to take a little bit of a chill pill. Calm down, because they are trying to go so deep for all these kills, which is completely unnecessary. They already got a kill onto Shin. They should have just backed off from there and not dive the turret.
I actually felt that there was a communication mistake. As
Wow,
Cryonix is in trouble.
Cryonix now gets actually crippled. Now his movement speed is being impaired now quite a bit. SOFM is coming in. He does get to execute. D that misses the Vault Breaker. Gets kicked back by the Dragon's Rage. Chowie is on the side now. Will he be able to get the explosive cast? No, he does not. Actually, he's still holding on to it. Will he be able to get it? The execute does not come out of SOFM. Violet is now there. D that is a bunch of trouble now. Gets condemned to the wall and uses the Vault Breaker to try to get away as far as possible. Chowie now gets the kill. Gets the shutdown kill to SOFM. And thank goodness they have taken their chill pill and now they're trying to back off from that one. Oh my goodness.
I felt that was really sloppy by the Singapore Sentinels. They were simply overextending the
And
first
now
half.
at the melee, Starfall gets collapsed onto 3 members. I don't think he's getting away from this one. Hallelujah, being the bloodthirsty support, picks up the kill onto Starfall. And it does seem that SGS wants to go for another objective, but which is the one that they're going to go for? It does seem that they will be rotating the top lane to try to defend, to prevent the top lane outer turret from going down.
Well, just as I was berating Singapore Sentinels for not having enough vision on the map, well, Full Lewis in this case, they decided to overextend.
Then lands the Vault Breaker. Now Mew is in a bit of trouble, gets delayed stun on by Hallelujah. Now Mew really needs to get away. The Ruthless Predator, the third stun coming out to Mew. Will be able to get away. The Dragon's Descent coming out. He is forced to actually enter the territory of SGS. Mew here now trying to get away as far as possible. Who gets the kill onto that one? This chase here is going to last for quite some time. D-Dan misses his Vault Breaker. Now Mew is able to get away. Will he be able to get an execute onto himself? Doesn't seem like that's the case. He turns around, bites D-Dan a little bit, and does seem like he should be able to go down from this one. This chase is taking far too long. Far too long, J-Storm. Who's gonna get the kill? Will Mew actually come out alive onto this one? He's just gonna walk into the fountain and gives the kill onto D-Dan. But Chowie here in the bot lane gets taken out by Shin, passes the double buff to him. SOFM and Shin being one of the players here in the game. And that long chase allowed NFL to actually get Chowie in the bot lane and try to attempt this dragon. They should be able to get this one for free. The culling comes out, does next to no damage to the dragon, and the easy sonic wave combination will allow SOFM to pick up the dragon. So now NFL actually pulls back the gold lead slightly to about 2,000. Before that it was about 2.5 thousand gold, and now NFL just gets kind of claws back a little bit in terms of gold.
You know, as much as I think Singapore Sentinels should take a true pick here, I need to take a true pick here as well and try to assess what has happened. There was like extended team fight at bottom, and then there was kills in it, and then they were chasing Shin, and they were chasing Mew at the top lane. We went all the way to base, and then there was a kill at bottom lane once again. So now Singapore Sentinels 10 kills to 9, 2 towers to none, 1 dragon each, and 1,000 go up.
Yeah, try Ben W now dueling it out with Mew here, so it does seem that the top lane bruisers will just decide to poke back and forth in the top lane now. So SGS does have the turret lead, has opened up the map a little bit, and like you said, the warning in terms of both SGS and NFL, SGS kind of focusing on the top half of the map a little bit more, NFL focusing on the bottom half of the map. Nevertheless, it's still a very close game between these two teams.
Well, Singapore Sentinels, they should stop playing to Full Losers' strengths. Full Losers love these chaotic every on the map fights as we have seen, and they have actually used that to pull some certain fights questionably in their advantage. and perhaps even try to make some attempts on objectives such as the top tower just now. So Singapore Sentinels, they need to take a chill pill, they need to focus on the area, ward up around the certain objectives and start to focus it down.
Yeah, Chowie here actually in quite a dangerous situation. He is the only one in the bottom lane at this moment, and if Shin actually manages to pop the final hour and get a good condemn onto Chowie, that's going to be quite dangerous. Now Mew actually going in and trying to deal as much damage to the turret as possible. He might be caught out by D10 on the Volt Breaker. Volt Breaker does not connect though, forced to use the Dragon's Descent. Hallelujah is on the other side, but there's no one to follow up, so we do allow Mew to escape from this one.
Interestingly enough, actually, D10 has actually opted to go for Spear of the Ancient Golem as compared to the recently more popular Spear of the Elder Lizard, which means that he would not be dealing as much damage as his jungle counterpart Lee Sin, and instead he'll be slightly more tanky, and with the tenacity, any stuns or slows that are dropped onto him are reduced by 25%.
It's going to be quite interesting. I mean, D-Dan here picks up a tanky, like I said, the Spirit of the Ancient Golem jungle item. And another thing we have to talk a little bit about D-Dan is that he hasn't really hit many of his Volt Breakers. And it's quite disappointing. I mean, it's a important combo coming in from D-Dan.
Well, I mean, partially that's because we also have seen Chowie miss a few of the ultimates, but currently at the moment Singapore Sentinels, they have to recognize that they are actually slightly ahead at this point and start to identify what are the next objectives they want to play on the map. They need to slow down the pace of the game, try and focus and identify where and when are they going to take these objectives. Where and when are they going to take these objectives?
So, J-Storm, where and when is the next objective going to come from SGS?
Well, I mean, we already see contesting the blue buff on the side of the opponent's map. That's for starters, and I think the next thing they will be moving on to will be the mid lane turret, which is still standing.
Well, we do see SOF actually go in for the smite, does manage to get that blue buff away, kicks Ben W in the face and says, Crocodile, you are not going to get my blue buff. And it does seem that SGS decision making this game isn't too crisp because they've been just milling about all day long. SOF actually gets this Sonic Wave onto Chowie though, but gets shielded by Starfall. So here we do have NFL actually put on a good defense against this siege of SGS. Well, SGS isn't really sieging the mid lane turret all too much, but nevertheless, they are prepared for any sort of advances onto their turret.
You know, actually I find Full Lewis's, the way they play is very interesting. They might have thrown all Singapore Sentinels for the first few minutes, and we see them still affect Singapore Sentinels. From the previous games we've seen, Singapore Sentinels' communication has been really crisp, but today, what we've seen so far is that we've really seen that communication kind of fall apart. They went in for the blue buff steal, and they let SOFM just fly in and smite it away for himself. That's very uncharacteristic of the Singapore Sentinels that we have been seeing this season.
Oh, Mew here going in for the flank does mean that Hallelujah is camping in the wings. But look at the mid lane, Chowie here actually getting the build roll colors. We do have Violet catch Chowie on the edge of the tidal wave. They do pick up one kill, and possibly they may decide to go for an objective after this one. Mew going in the Dragon's form and takes down that pink ward there in the side brush, and now the siege will begin on SGS mid outer turret. Ben W as well as D-Dance on the side. Will they be able to put up a defense against this NFL push? Whoa, a great Timber stun comes in. Look at the amount damage, and Shin gets taken out instantly. A great Aqua Prison, 3-man Aqua Prison coming out. Chronix is on the sidelines dealing a whole bunch of damage. Violet is in quite a bit of trouble. D-Dan has his Vault Breaker charged up. Doesn't decide to go in, but what a stun coming in from Hallelujah.
Well, although they did pick up a kill on Shin, I find it was a bit interesting that they would actually choose to go for that engage, considering that they were actually 4 against 5 in the mid lane, which is such a short lane, and it's so easy to disengage away from the tower. So although they did pick up a kill on Shin, now most of Singapore Sentinels members are low as Chowie is actually responding, so they will still be able to hold on to this turret. So as we take a look at the replay, what happens,
Whoa, we do see D-Dan actually take down quite low, but yes, we will be going into replay right now.
So we see down here, Singapore Sentinels, however, identifies that he knows his flash is up and he identifies that Fu Lewis is starting to group up together. So the moment he sees them, this is actually the point, he can actually draw a circle around the three of them together and he sees Star 4, Shin and Vi starting to group. But he comes in and chooses to catch up Shin and Vi. Shin was staying too far forward and he instantly gets busted down. As the rest of Singapore Sentinels comes in, Didan comes in also on battery and picks up the kill for himself. But the disengage coming in from the Fu Lewis team, considering that the 5v4 is too good and they managed to only lose one member.
Yeah, that's right. Cryonics is actually forced to flash away. SOFM now being the main initiator of this fight. He really wants to go in onto the members of the Singapore Sentinels. They do still have their mid outer turret up though. It does seem that SGS will be able to defend this one from the Neolution Fu Lewis team. They're just gonna be happy tanking that one up and taking the turret down instantly, but a flank will be coming from Chowie. He decides not to go in and initiate using the explosive cast, instead pops his head out, throws a barrel roll, and just gets a little bit of damage onto onto NFL. So now it's SGS's turn to actually try to go up in the mid lane. And take down that outer turret. SOFM being very sneaky here. He gets the king onto Cryonics, gets the king back onto himself as well. The tidal wave comes out, only knocks out Ben W. Ben W pops his dominance. He should be the first one to go in. A great 3-man Aqua Prison coming out from Violet. And now we see the chase happening. Chowie getting taken out very low. Tibbers will come up, but to no avail. Doesn't get anyone stunned up at this moment. NFL playing such a great game, trading that mid lane pressure from SGS with 2 kills in their favor. They are now starting their rotation, trying to claim SGS's jungle as their own, and they may decide to go for Baron. Yes, they do. SOF decides to start that one out. They do have a vision ward here. Now we see the wards coming out from Hallelujah. D-Dan is still there. He does have his mind up. This is going to be quite dangerous. Hallelujah here, throwing in some of the fireballs to try to poke as much as possible into this NFL Baron control. The bow breaker gets shot out. Will he get a smite off? Wait, what? What? Where did the camera go? What? He does not get a smite, but nevertheless, NFL gets the Baron.
NFL get the Baron. And for the first time in the game, they pick up a goal lead for themselves. 4,000 to the 38k of Singapore Sentinels.
Here's the replay for the ball breaker. I'm gonna take us through this one. We do see the ball breaker come out. The Baron is so low, and there we have it. So close. That was definitely a 50-50 smite. We did see D-Dan being stunned up in the Baron pit though, but nevertheless, NFL here now takes a 4,000 gold lead ahead of SGS.
I think Singapore Sentinels, they need to work on the communication, team fighting. It feels that they're spending too much time consulting the Helix Force. Every time it's like, let's attack, no, let's back off, let's attack, let's back off. And so many times during these engages, we have seen them go in and get themselves into the fight and let SOFM be the one to engage on them instead. Every time so far what we've seen is Tibbers being wasted after they are down one member already, or the explosive cast just coming in too little too late. So at this point in time, Singapore Sentinels, they are the ones, they need to be finding the engages. They need to once again be establishing vision control. But now with the Baron buff on the side of Fu Lewis, Singapore Sentinels, they need to turtle a bit, play a little bit more defensively, try and push out the lanes as much as possible, and buy some time for themselves until the Baron buff wears off.
This is... I don't know, if SGS consulted the Helix Fossil, I feel that they will have a much better time chase Storm, because the Helix Fossil is never wrong. And you know what? SGS really needs to make some decisions now coming into this moment, because
That's you, but please don't switch to democracy mode. Please do not switch to
Wow, D-Dan actually getting caught up by SOFM. SOFM is a mile ahead of D-Dan at this moment, especially with the Baron buff onto himself. He has the Randuin's Omen, has the Spirit of the Lizard Elder compared to the Locket of the Island Solari and the... It was very close there. Cryonics actually getting caught by SOFM. There's no way Cryonics is going to escape from this one. The flank maneuvers coming out from NFL has been so good. And he's not going to stop. SOFM is on a roll. He wants to continue and beat down onto Hallelujah. D-Dan misses his wall breaker once again. SOFM now just standing there. He says, if you want to come at me, come. Because I'm a master at Muay Thai. I'm just going to kick you in the face.
Muay Thai, he's blind and he has mastered the art of Muay Thai. So he's not just your ordinary blind Kung Fu master.
A tidal wave comes in and a great sonic wave just to kick Chowie out of that one. Chowie gets eliminated right from the fight. Shin pops the final hour, does not get any more kills out of that one. They managed to pick up the mid inner turret and they are now sieging on the inhibitor turret 28 minutes into the game. The dominance passive has already been used by Ben W. It does not seem that they will be able to put a 4v5 fight in their favor. SGS needs to give up this inhibitor turret. The NFL does have the Baron buff still up on all 5 members, and now they have exploded their goal lead to about 7,000 gold ahead of SGS. They are not stopping though. The objectives race will start to come out sooner, start to come out now, because NFL just wants to propel the goal lead as far as possible before the Baron buff runs out. We see SOFM just turn around, kicks D-Dan using the Sonic Wave combination. Violet is on the sidelines, ready to flank at any time to throw the Aqua Prison. SOFM just standing there, look at him, so brave, master of Muay Thai. He wants to go in Hallelujah, camping in the side brush. There we have a 2-man stun from Hallelujah here. 1 kill onto Shin at this moment, and now we do have SOFM get the revenge kill onto Hallelujah. SOFM is so tanky at the moment. Cryonics is on the sidelines. Chowie gets taken out very low. Starfall is on a killing spree. Cryonics will use the Relentless Pursuit to dash away. A great Sonic Wave in the back line. Actually, wow, SOFM will get taken out. The tidal wave for him, both Ben W and Cryonics. Ben W is in a bunch of trouble now. They really want to get it on Cryonics. Cryonics is forced to flash away, but a great flash from Starfall gets NFL the ace, and maybe they'll be able to pick up a very even more inhibitors from this one, because they are not going to rotate to the mid lane just yet. They really want to take up more inhibitors and prepare for the next Baron on the next objective.
So Singapore Sentinels is a whole lot of trouble. In the last few minutes, they have gone down a total of 9,000 gold. They are 9,000 gold behind Full Lewis now. Although the Baron buff is no longer on Full Lewis, at this point of time, Shin, he has Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, and Fear the Ranking all on that Vayne. Vayne has hit her item threshold. This is the point of time where you have to start worrying about the Vayne being able to out-duo people and even possibly 1v2 members of the Singapore Sentinels team.
That was so crazy because SGS was the one that initiated. Hallelujah landed a 2-man stun onto Tibbers with a flash Tibbers combination. They took out Shin instantly. But SOFM was just so tanky. He soaked up so much damage and zoned the main damage dealers of SGS away. Cryonics was in the backlines, Ben W was in the backlines, unable to do any damage at all. Chowie got taken out, D-Dan got taken out, Hallelujah got taken out, and there was nothing SGS could do. The damage output was not there for SGS.
So now SOFM starting work on the dragon, and he knows that this is a very safe dragon for himself, simply because Singapore Sentinels, they have 2 inhibitor turrets down, and Just look at the warding from Fulis. Right before this, I was counting about 8 wards, 9 wards on the side of Singapore Sentinels map. As compared to Singapore Sentinels, they only have about 5 or so. There's almost twice of what their opponents has had. And I feel that this is the story of why Fulis came up on top of Singapore Sentinels in this game. Simply superior warding and simply better understanding of the vision game allow SOFM to be in better places than D10 consistently.
This has been a story of decision making and objectives. SGS hasn't had a clear mind at this moment because every time they decide to go for an objective, they've been very wishy-washy about it. Their objective control has been very poor, and they've just not been playing with a clear head, I feel. And if SGS really wants to come into this game, they really need to communicate a lot better, not go on tilt, and focus fire, not get greedy, back off whenever they need to.
They need the Q Shin. They definitely need the Q Shin the moment the fire breaks up. Shin at this point in time has got so much damage on it as Fulis is going on to the inhibitor turret.
The culling comes out, the inhibitor is taken down extremely low. We should see the initiation start from either side. No, we do see SOFM decide to go. The Dragon's Descent comes in. Ben W gets taken out half health. We do see the Talisman Ascension being popped and the disengage coming out from SGS. NFL is the ones who actually force their hand, force SGS to back off, and they take a clean inhibitor. And now with minions pushing into the base, NFL may decide to go for Baron because they do have the superior vision control, and SGS needs to defend their base. This is going to be a very clutch fight. Whoever wins at this Baron fight, if NFL wins, SGS is going to lose this game. SGS needs to win this one. This is very close.
It's D10 going to get a steal this time. Come on, cameraman, get this right.
Let's go in. He goes in slightly too early. Does not get a steal off. D-Deck gets taken out quite low. He gets a Salt Battery. Violet goes down first. Shin is on the back lines. Gets the Blade of Ruin King proc out. Heals up quite a bit. SGS has 2 members alive only now. Grounding's getting zoned out. Shin gets taken out by Ben W. SOFM, the tankiest member of the team. Both Mew and SOFM really want to chase onto Ben W right now. 2 Baron buffs on the side of NFL. Will Ben W be able to get away from this Dragon as well as Blind Monk? He's still alive. The Tempest will allow NFL to get an ace. Yes, we will be going now to replay. So J-Stop, take me through the Baron fight.
So this is once again D10 coming in, trying to find the Baron, but there's just too little wards. So D10 realizes that the Vault Breaker is going to expire, so he's got no choice but to go in. So he goes in, doesn't even land on the Baron itself, lands the punch, doesn't even get the third proc, and this allows Decent to pick up the smite cleanly onto it. So Ben W flashes in, and the moment the CC comes out from D10, he targets Shin, but he ends up clicking on Violet instead. But nonetheless, he picks up the kill on Violet, and this is them trying to focus down Shin. They need to focus down Shin, and at this point, they do get the kill onto Shin eventually. But the damage coming from the rest of SOFM team, the amount of gold that they have allows them to simply clean up the rest of the Singapore Sentinels team.
That's right. SGS is not out of it just yet, though. I mean, they have lost, let's see, 1, 2 inhibitors after that Baron fight, and nevertheless, SGS did show that they could actually kind of take team fights away from NFL.
As we still are looking at the replay of Ben W going through the last few seconds of death animation, and oh, he is finally dead.
That's right, so 2 inhibitors down on the side of Singapore Sentinels, and NFL seems like a completely different team tonight. I mean, I don't know why they decided to forfeit their match against the Azubu Taipei Assassins, but if it gets them the win against SGS, we know that's definitely it's worth, I guess.
Worth and caps. Question of worth and caps for the question mark at the end.
I don't know. SGS is in a very dire position now. They are 13,000 gold behind NFL, and there's really not much they can do. They need to score out to the 50-minute mark or so before the goal doesn't really matter.
So Singapore Sentinels, their only out at this point is to simply wait for gold to no longer matter. When everybody's at 6 items, it doesn't matter if you're 40,000 gold hit. If everybody has 6 items, oh,
yeah, there we have the explosive cars. Mew gets caught up, but that's the tankiest member of the team. Now SOFM kicks Hallelujah aside, but Hallelujah does manage to get the timber stun out. Shin now going into the backline, gets the final hour. The sound battery pop out to Shin. Will he be able to get away from this one? Chowie gets taken out extremely low. The start out to SOFM, but nevertheless the knockup from the Aqua Prism will be enough to take down Chowie. It does seem that NFL will pick up the win against the Singapore Sentinels tonight. There we have it, the victory going to Neolution Esports for Lewis.